So what are we going to talk about today? I'm thinking fast food franchises. And here at Franchise City, we work with investors. We help them find the best franchise. And the vast majority of calls that we get from people are ones who think they want to buy a food franchise. Now, we've spoken previously in videos here on YouTube on whether fast food is or is not a great choice. Of course, that's different for everybody's situation. We've also spoken about individual restaurants. This video isn't going to be about justifying whether food franchises are good or bad. We're just going to show you some of the quick methods that we use to help our clients compare, critique, and analyze various food franchise choices. Now, this is by no means an in-depth analysis, just some quick numbers that you can sit down and put together to help you compare. Now, it's really sad that most people don't do any analysis or comparison. They just decide to call up the franchise one day because they love the subs or burgers. They complete an application, and a few months later, they're running a franchise. Now, the thing is, the franchise owner right next door could be making double what they're making or paying less royalties. You never know these things until you conduct the research. Now, some of the statistics that we like to assess and compare in these food franchises are sales to investment ratios, AUVs or average unit volumes, or how much money a store brings in every year, and of course, failure rates. Now, this is only for new food franchises. A food franchise resale, you're going to be looking at their individual P&Ls and their financials. And these figures, while they're sort of important, they're certainly not going to be the whole story in that case. Now, unfortunately, some of these statistics are not easily accessed by the public, which is why working with a franchise consultant will make life easier and doesn't cost you anything. Sorry for the shameless plug, but there are some statistics that you can find online. We're going to take a look at those here. So let's cruise on over to a really handy list at the QSR 50. And this provides a relatively accurate representation of statistics for the top 50 QSR food franchises. Now, just this list itself, take a look. It's going to give you a quick overview of some decent information, and you can sort the list by total earnings, failures or growth, and a number of other criteria. So if we sort by average sales per unit, you can see right here at the top, Chick-fil-A has the average highest earnings, $4.4 million per year. Now, too bad you'll never own a Chick-fil-A, and I'll post a link right above here on the video as to why. Now, if we scroll right to the bottom of the list, lowest earners, we see Baskin-Robbins, Subway, Auntie Anne's, Papa Murphy, and Jamba Juice. But remember, while earnings are very important, they're certainly not the whole story. And you can also see listed in the far right column how many changes in units each franchise had for the year. A positive number means growth, while a negative number is generally going to indicate store closures. And there are also statistics here, as you can see, like how many franchises they have in total system-wide, sales and rankings. But for our purposes, these numbers are not quite as important. Now, another interesting statistic to compare food franchises is the sales to investment ratio. And we get this figure by dividing the average purchase price of the franchise by the average unit sales volumes. Let's do that for a couple of franchises just so you can understand how that works. So let's first take a look at the McDonald's franchise. And we can see from their average investment range taken from their 2017 FDD, it's just over $1 million to $2.2 million, making an average McDonald's investment about $1.6 million. We can also see on the QSR 50 that average unit sales per store are about 2.5. So we divide 2.5 million, which is average unit sales, by 1.6 million, which is the investment, and we just round these figures off, giving us a sales to investment ratio of 158%, which is not bad. Now, McDonald's, as we can see, closed 104 stores in 2016. Now, again, I caution anybody not to use just this statistic in their buying decision, but it's a lot more than I see most people doing, and it definitely is going to help. Now, let's try another one. How about KFC? Their FDD gives an investment range of 1.4 to 2.5 million, making the average investment cost for a KFC just over $2 million. Their unit sales average is over $1 million, just a little bit, making a sales to investment ratio of only 52%. And KFC, as we can see, closed 103 stores in 2016. Next up, let's take a look at Subway. And Subway franchise investment range, as we can see, is $147,000 to $320,000, so a lot less than the other two, giving an average investment of about $233,000. Now, their average sales volume per unit, we can see, is about 422. So we divide 422 by 233, which leaves us at 181% sales to investment ratio. So even though Subway earns less, their investment is also much less. We can see also that Subway closed 359 stores in 2016. So there you have just a few quick numbers that you can look at to help you in your research when you're looking for a food franchise. Now, another helpful research tool is validation, speaking to other franchise owners in the area or franchisees that have left the system, find out why they did. And that information is going to be in the FDD that's provided to you by the franchisee. It's also going to give you an estimation when you call them of the general level of satisfaction from other franchise owners as a whole. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you need help researching your franchise purchase, our consultations are always free.